All right, Soave, and I got the gentleman sitting right here, Soave.
Thank you, brother.
My man, thank
Johnny
you so
P.
much for coming to the studio.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me. It's a great time to come back, and we had fun the last time. I'm expecting a great
Vinny
time
was
this
with
time.
us, right?
Yeah,
Vinny
I was
with us,
chilling out. He
absolutely,
took
yes.
the hot seat.
I forgot all about that.
We were marinating the Miss Staten Island, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jamie Lynn.
Jamie, right, yeah.
What a sweetheart.
She's a really nice girl.
Now, I got to ask you before we start talking,
Yes.
how the hell did you come up with this name, Soave?
I don't know if I came up with it. It was something I kind of, I mean, look, they kind of said the name, and it kind of stuck.
Uh-huh.
It's a little symbol of the person that I have become and person I've always wanted to be, smooth.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It fits you.
You are very smooth.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
This guy's got some wardrobe, John, huh? What do you think about his wardrobe? Very classy guy.
Thank you.
How many suits do you have, bro?
I honestly have no idea. My wife, honestly, she's this close to killing me.
Every time I see you got a different suit on. You got more suits than John Gotti.
My bedroom, you know the closet in the bedroom? It broke.
Jesus.
And I took my son's workout bar and I put all the suits. My wife is gonna kill me. I'm telling you, I gotta get that stuff cleaned up.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, for people who don't know you, why don't you give everybody a little background, family background, without
Sure.
getting too crazy?
I have 4 beautiful kids. I have 3 boys and a little girl named Olivia with an A, and she is the love of my life. And not that the boys aren't, because they're absolutely amazing. Jeffrey, Tyler, Jordan, and Olivia's the little one. And we have a lot of fun. It's a little crazy in the house because it's very loud and things are going on, wrestling, and people are killing each other all day long. But if you live in the house where there's a lot of family, there's so much love there, and never ever gets tiring. Never gets boring. I mean, I can't record. They always think I'm singing too loud, so I have a little studio downstairs for nothing because I'm never allowed to do anything down there.
That's funny when I'm talking to you on Skype.
I know, yeah.
Hey, shut that TV off. I'm on the phone.
Always, yes. But we have a blast, and my little ones are, Jordan and Olivia are really into the music thing. Olivia is more of an actress, and she's been in plays, and she's acting now, and she's, matter of fact, she just got a role in Cats
nice.
over where we're at, and that's Olivia. And Jordan wants to actually do records. He's beautiful.
So he's got the bug.
Yeah, he's got a voice too. I love it. Yeah, it makes me look bad.
Man. That's great.
Yeah.
25 years of crying over you, huh?
I know.
25 years, right?
Thank you.
25 years. Did you ever think 25 years later?
I never in a million years imagined that 25 years later I'd be sitting here or doing this, because, when I was 18 years old, it was a dream, and I never did it for the money ever. It was never about money, and I think that the money started chasing me in my young life because of the fact that it wasn't about money. And now it's like a resurgence. I don't want to say it's a resurgence because freestyle never died. We just took a backseat to the new genres of music that were coming out and capitalizing
Like
the
anything
airwaves.
else.
Yeah.
But notice, while the new stuff's being forgotten about, it's the stuff that made the new stuff have a platform that's coming back, and it's staying stronger than ever.
And they're using those sounds in a lot of the songs that you hear on the radio today. So big ups to the producers and the people who made freestyle what it is, because if we really would have understood it, I think that if we really would have had a grasp on it, if the radio stations and the record labels would have had a grasp on it back then, they would have it out now, because we fill Coliseum still. It's unbelievable to me. I don't know.
That's a question I wanted to ask. It goes, as big as freestyle was,
yes,
okay, and the millions of people that it did affect and all the top hits,
yes,
why do you think they never had a genre for a Grammy?
We should have a Grammy, because there are people that I associate myself with regularly who deserve a Grammy. And, I'm praying that before it's all over, before we kick the bucket, they will have a Grammy, or Pete Rose gets into the Hall of Fame.
Some kind of a
baseball,
Hall of Fame,
1 or
right?
2.
I mean, yeah. Even the
kind of a
rock.
Hall of Fame too for the
that's
freestyle.
absolutely.
Vinny, even the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rock and roll. Then they started bringing in R&B.
Rap.
They never even
Hip-hop,
acknowledged disco neither, though.
They will.
So that's one thing Joe Corsi fights for. But
I'll tell you, I know people to this day that I perform with, I hang out with them, and I'm going, that man right there, that woman right there should have a Grammy. There's no reason why we don't. But, the genre of music was never really taken seriously, and I think there was just this slight gap where if we would have just pushed through right there, we would have had a different result. So, but listen, can I tell you this? I know a lot of Grammy Award-winning people who don't get to sing on stages full of coliseums.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden and Radio City, packed out. So I sing with Georgia Montique, Judy Torres, Cynthia, and we do shows where it's packed. where are the people who won Grammys back then?
No, I know.
They're not all around. So, you know, it's a give and take. And I think I'm happy where I'm at, and I really wouldn't change anything.
To your fans and the people that support you and have grown up listening to you like I have, you guys are the caliber of Grammy people. You don't need the actual trophy for me to look at you and say you're an icon.
Oh,
so
thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah. So it was 1989. Your whole life went upside down.
Upside down. I was 19 years old, and I was making $200 a week working in my aunt's insurance company. $5 an hour. I thought I was the man off the books. And on the weekends, I was trying to get this music thing going, and the song came out on a Tuesday. The record pools released it, and somebody brought it right to Hot 97. Next thing you know, they were playing it full blast. And the following weekend, I had $7,800 in cash on my bed, and I was swimming through it.
And that was like double the money, a little more back then.
$200 a week I was making regular. $7,800 in 1988.
Yeah,
is you're right. It's three and a half times.
Yeah.
Where were you that first moment you heard your song on the radio?
I was in the shower. It was a Sunday, I'll never forget, because I just did a show at the Palladium on that Saturday night. And one of my best friends was running through my hallway. It sounded like there was an earthquake in Orange County, which doesn't happen. Orange County, New York, not Orange County, California. And it sounded like something was going on. I said, what's going on? All of a sudden he opens the door. He said, come out, hurry up, these songs on the radio. So not thinking, I run out in the living room completely naked, and my entire family is jumping up and down. I'm jumping up and down. And that was a scene that was it should have been on a late night.
Suave.
It was a late night scene.
I'm sure half the women in the audience would want to be in the living room when you ran out, right, Andrea?
Now, what about If You Want Me? What year did that come out? That was 90?
If You Want Me came out the following year and a half later, and I wrote that song on the back of a vomit bag coming home from a tour in Miami.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, and it just came to me, and I started writing. I was like, I need something to write on. Grabbed the vomit bag from the back seat, and I started writing it. And
it's got a little bit of the Latin hip hop feel to it, which is what freestyle really is.
Absolutely,
Latin hip-hop.
yes.
Good stuff.
Smooth out.
I got to ask you, because I was at one of your shows, and I didn't have the pleasure of knowing none of you guys back in the day, and I remember the girls used to throw their bras and their panties all over, and you used to just be like, what do they do now when they come to your shows?
Now, now when they throw the panties on, I can actually put it over my head and wrap my dancers around them, because they're a lot bigger.
That's it. I'm
only kidding.
No one's coming to a show after they see this.
But I will tell you that no, I'm only kidding. They actually don't do that, but
they're loyal.
They're so loving. I can't explain it. I don't think there's a better group of fans, a genre of music that has freestyle. Because, you know, somebody asked me who I think the face of freestyle was, and I think my answer would be the people who come to our show still.
Yeah.
Because there's no other person, no one person that I can give that, you know, I can't say that this person or that person is the face, because it's really the people who kept it going. It's the fans who come to our shows, and they're right there in the front. The people who go 4 hours away, 6 hours away. We did a cruise to Bahamas last year, and we have another one coming up May 16th to the 21st. From New Jersey.
And I want to go on that.
5-day cruise, and we make the cruise so that it's not too crowded. It's only 300 people allowed to go on this cruise. But do you know?
It's intimate.
We did this going from Miami to the Bahamas, and we thought everyone was going to be the freestyle heads from Miami coming. 98% of every single person that came on that cruise came from New York. They flew to Florida.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. So hats off to them. So humbled. I can't begin to tell you.
What is Soave's favorite freestyle record, and why?
Okay, my favorite freestyle record of all time was Lydia Lee Love's. I just got a brain freeze. Don't Take Your Love Away, right? Lydia Lee, thank you. Lydia Lee Love's Don't Take Your Love Away. And it's funny, every time I see her, I tell her, you have my favorite song, because I remember being 18 years old. I don't know how I got into the club because of the manager that I was working with at the time, George Vascones. May his, you know, he died, so may he rest in peace. He was the man who it actually found me and made me who I am. But I'm in the clubs, and when that song came on, it was just like magic. It was like the beats, the trumpets, and just the synthesizer, and then her voice was magnificent. So Lydia Lee Love, Don't Take Your Love is definitely my favorite song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah, very good song.
Big time. Now, what was your most embarrassing moment on stage?
My most embarrassing moment on stage was in New Jersey. And I was doing a show where the stage was about It was a very long stage, about 10 feet deep, and the entire back of the stage was all mirrors, right? So one of my dancers, we were supposed to wear a completely different outfit, and the two dancers that I had came with this new Cavaricci outfit, which you probably wore a million times back in the day, and everybody's watching it. And so I'm like, what are you guys wearing? I'm wearing black hoodie, and you guys can't wear that. And they're like, well, we got you an extra one. So their size was a lot bigger than mine, and I put it on. He didn't have a belt, but I thought I can carry it out, and I was on stage, and as I'm singing and dancing, the back of my pants keep coming down lower and lower until it comes down to like past my butt, and you can see it in the mirror because.
Oh no!
So all people are doing, and they're looking, and I'm wondering, wow, what are you looking at? Everybody's like. I'm like, that's not part of the song. What are you singing? And I realized
your bare ass or just your underwear?
It was my underwear.
Oh.
It wasn't just underwear, because back then Mark Wahlberg had those Calvins. Oh. So I was wearing those Calvins.
No,
I had some Calvin kind, but yeah.
That's hilarious.
That was a pretty embarrassing moment.
Most memorable?
Most memorable moment was the first time on Madison Square Garden stage.
I was just going to say it. I was there in the audience for that. What a magic
night. That was 1996?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? 96, 97?
And then the second time was even crazier.
Second
10
time
years
was
later
better,
in 2006.
And then Radio City. But Madison Square, I mean, we've done some substantially amazing places.
This was my first concert I saw in Madison Square Garden.
Mine too. I got to see New Edition, which is the reason why I became a singer.
So Kiss.
Yeah.
It was in that moment I felt like the freestyle artists
made it.
Went from local to the icons.
Yes.
And that's what put you guys, to me, above
That's when
everybody.
you started hearing the word legend.
Yep.
And
then KTU came back, and that was it. The rest was history.
But I got to tell you, to step on the stage of Madison Square Garden was, I remember just doing the sound check, and when I finished my part, dropping down and kissing the stage, because it was that important to me. It was like, back then, if you made it to, the Johnny Carson show, or to, what was his name? Oh, man.
Which one, Ed Sullivan?
No.
Like those guys, those kinds of guys? Like
I'll think of it. No.
Dick Clark?
No.
Joe Franklin?
Black guy.
Arsenio.
If you made it to Arsenio when I was growing up, you made it. Yeah. Because of the style of music that we were doing.
This is true.
When you made it to Arsenio, you were the man.
And Richard Bay, believe it or not. Remember the Richard Bay show?
I didn't want to do that
Judy did the Richard Bay show.
Yeah, but Richard Bay was shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a whole bunch of shows, but I got to tell you, you made it to that show, you were somebody.
But now tonight, you made it to the Johnny P show.
I'm in the Johnny P show.
I'm really excited to be working with you at the St. George Theater. That's going to be a blast.
It's going to be absolutely a blast. I mean, you guys, did you tell them the date of the St. George Theater?
Yeah, it's this coming weekend, April 25th.
Well, we're probably not, by that point, you're just going to be telling, we're going to be,
we're on the heels of it.
That's
right
it.
Here.
Now listen, Suave, that's so much you're talking about. I want to ask you.
Yes.
Any new artists that you could collaborate with, who would it be?
Ooh, well, the only person that I really want to do a song with, I mean, it sounds crazy, but my favorite...
Jill Terrell.
It would be Pitbull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, Pitbull.
You guys look alike a little.
Because I could see me and Pitbull going out there and totally getting the crowd insane and wearing tuxedos.
I like him.
He is the man, and I love his consistency. I love what he's done to the game. He branded himself. He's not just he's not a singer, he's a brand. So that is the kind of entertainer I want to be like. A Pitbull.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's good. So what's up for the future with you?
I'm working on an album, and the reason why I'm working on an album and not singles is because I never actually got to do one when I was a kid. Never finished it. So I might take parts of what I did in the past and then integrate them into the new stuff and so forth. And I'm also a DJ, a jock on K104.
That's right, Poughkeepsie.
Radio station, yep, in Poughkeepsie. It's
the format.
Yes, and it's actually a regular Z100 type format. So it's mainstream pop, but they give us the ability to do a 2-hour freestyle show on Sunday nights. Not every Sunday night, but it's usually before a big holiday. And there's no one who's doing that in FM. So I'm so humbled and thankful that they're doing that. So thank you to K104 people. And if you guys want to listen, I post it on Facebook all the time.
Is it ever online? Does K104 have a live stream on the web?
K104online.com, or you can actually download the app on your phones and watch it. And oh man, amazing show. I'm working with a guy named Paulie Fever. He's a DJ who everybody knows up there, and we have a great 2 hours. I have special guests come on all the time. I had Lisa.
Paulie Fever.
Yeah.
I heard of him.
It's like Fever Records.
I don't know him. Well, Suave, it was great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Social media, where can people find you?
GoSuave.com. First and foremost, GoSuave is spelled GoSuave. Soave.
Yes.
Soave like the wine, okay?
Don't spell it like I would spell it.
Yes.
Soave.
And you can follow me, Go Soave, on Facebook, Go Soave on Twitter, Go Soave on Instagram. That's it. That's it.
You're the man.
My pleasure, buddy.
Let's give it up one more time for the very dapper Soave.
Thank you.
Soave. All right, it's about that time to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for coming. But first, I'd like to thank all our friends for donating the fine dining that we all ate. It's always like a holiday dinner over here. We have Fratelli's Pizzeria, Cigar and Bagels, and Paulie and George from Nucci's Restaurant South. The food was great. If you want to be a member of Late Night with Johnny P Studio Warriors, just email us latenightwithjohnnyp@yahoo.com.